Hi there. I'm going to do a quick review of the Beatrix Potter coloring book with a flip through so you can see all the pages if you're thinking about buying it. Of course, Peter Rabbit is big again. There's a new movie out about him, so we're seeing a lot more Peter Rabbit merchandise. But when I was a kid, we had the storybooks with the original Beatrix Potter illustrations, and I honestly love them. I was entranced with her drawings, her characters. So, as you saw here is the title page, and you can color that. There's a pretty blue flap. Nothing to color with it, but it adds a nice touch. And then you can put your name here and color that in. This book does have an extra interaction with it, so there are pictures of things you can find on the pages, and then there's a little information about Beatrix Potter and a picture there. Those bunnies looks like they're doing watercolor, which is what Beatrix Potter used to illustrate her books. And here is a beautiful map of Beatrix Potter world. It's got some of her characters on here in the different areas. Mr. McGregor's garden. There's Peter and his family. Little Benjamin Button. Mr. Todd. There's the Ginger and Pickle shop. This looks like it'd be really fun to color, but even if you leave it uncolored, it's just so pretty and fun. And then the next page here is a silhouette of Miss Potter, and it's got her characters inside. I love this image of Peter sleeping in the garden, Jemima Puddle Duck, and some of the other characters. And then you'll notice on the back page, it'll show an image of the previous picture. So when I flip this, you'll see the Beatrix Potter silhouette. This page is one that I watercolored, and you can find a video of that process on my channel. As you'll hear in the video if you watch it, I am new to watercoloring, so this was kind of an experiment for me. But I also wanted to see how the page held up to watercolor. As I said, that's how Beatrix Potter illustrated her books, so I thought it was really appropriate if you could watercolor in the coloring book. And the paper did hold up fairly well. This is one of the more simple images, so I didn't use a lot of water. I'm not sure how well a more detailed image would hold up, but this one did okay. One thing I will note, because I want to take this image out, and these pages do not have the perforated edges, so it's not going to be as easy to take the pages out of the book. Then the next page is Peter in the garden. He's looking kind of cheeky. He knows he's doing something wrong. This is the page that I colored with colored pencil, and there is a speed coloring video of that as well on my channel. The paper is a nice bright white, and I think it took the pencil really well. I did not try to blend too much. As you can probably tell here, these leaves are all just one color. I wanted to keep it fairly simple in the background because I wanted the characters to pop more. I did do a little blending here, but not a lot. And then there are some lovely patterns in the book as well. This is a nice sort of wildflower look. Little squirrel dancing in the leaves. And I think this one's so cute with the squirrels on the rafts. And here they are in the trees. And then another pattern page with acorns and pine cones and leaves. That would be a good one for fall. You could do different colors in the leaves. And the little seamstress mouse surrounded by thread and buttons. There's something I really love about coloring thin lines like thread. I don't know if that is something a lot of people who color like to do, or it's just something weird about me, but I'm excited to color all those little threads. And here's the little mice sewing. Then here's another pattern. This one looks like wallpaper. And Miss Jemima Puddle Duck. And here she is talking to the fox. Again, you'll see, and I noticed this when I was coloring with the colored pencils, some of the backgrounds are really more plain. It's hard to, you don't see every leaf in the trees, and sometimes it's hard to tell what is like in this one it might be hard to tell what is a trunk that you want to color and what's the background. It's kind of blends together sometimes. Here are some feathers and little, is that Tom Kitten? Yeah, little Tom Kitten. There's little descriptions and sometimes quotes under those pictures, so that helps. I like the butterflies. And here's Tom and his sisters and his mother. This one has a lot of detail. There's a bee there and a butterfly, some roses, and another pattern page, and then the fishing frog. I think his name is Jeremy Fisher. I'm really bad with names. I don't know if you expect me to know all the characters. There he is hopping through on the lily pads. And a pattern with some fish and a dragonfly, the lily flowers, and this hedgehog folding laundry. I'm not going to guess her name, but it says here that it is Mrs. Tiggy Winkle. Here she is with some mice and birdies, and she's got the laundry hanging on the line. And a little pattern with is that a hedgehog or a porcupine? I don't know. And some flowers. This is cute. It has a dollhouse, and the little mice are exploring. Little Tin Man. And this little mouse is digging through a tiny pantry. And here's the mama mouse. She's holding a little baby, and there's some babies in the cradle. That's so cute. Here she is cleaning up. And then a whole mouse family. And I like this page. So it's a nice pattern with butterflies and bees and beetles. It'd be fun to do a shiny beetle. And here's Peter Rabbit's cousin, Benjamin Bunny. I do know him. And there's Peter in the garden again. And there's another little bunny peeking out there. And here's a pattern with some veggies. It's like beets and onions, lettuce. Here's some bunnies sleeping under the lettuce. And here they are eating the lettuce. This would be a very green page with all that lettuce. And here's a little bunny family. And then a pattern with lettuce and bunnies. Here's the Ginger and Pickle shop. And lots of animals out on the street. Inside the shop, there's Ginger and Pickles and their customers. It'd be fun to color all those details on the shelves. Here's a little pattern strawberry plant with a mouse. And another little mouse hiding under the plant. And a pattern with a kitty and a little mouse. This is kind of a cool tree. It does show every individual leaf, so it's more stylistic, but it'd be fun to get in and do the detail on each leaf there. And then it's got each of the characters. And another one with just a bunch of Miss Potter's characters, surrounded by flowers and plants. And that is the end. So if you are a fan of Peter Rabbit and Beatrix Potter, then of course this is a good book for you. The paper is good quality, like I showed you. It held up even well to the watercolor. The only thing that I'm not crazy about with this book is that it doesn't have the perforation on the edge. I do like that. I like to take my pages out. But it's still manageable. It's just harder to do. And the images, a lot of the images are more simple than you'll find in some coloring books. So if you want something that's more relaxing, you don't feel like you have to worry about the detail and the getting all the fine lines just right, then this would be a good one for you. Of course, you can experiment with shading, but you can keep it simple if you want to as well. So that is the Beatrix Potter coloring book. I hope you found this review helpful. I will link to the book in the description, and let me know in the comments what other books you would like to learn about. Thank you.